owning a home. It is the American dream. Try telling that to millennials. Palm Beach County's fierce housing market has made it virtually impossible for this group to not only find a home, but buy a home. And that's why areas like right behind me here in Port St. Lucie, in Tradition, in St. Lucie County, they are booming with pre-construction right now, booming with development. We're live right now off Southwest Village Parkway and Becker Road in Port St. Lucie. Chopper 5 giving you a bird's eye view of all the growth in this area, all the pre-construction and development that's taking place. All these younger families are migrating north to this area along the Treasure Coast for one thing: more affordable housing. In tonight's Priced Out of Paradise report, I caught up with a local couple, a young couple, newly married. They live in Royal Palm Beach. They live with her parents, and they're watching their dream of owning a home vanish day by day. Take one glance down the skyline in West Palm Beach. Palm trees, beaches, and a hot real estate market dot the landscape. Palm Beach County virtually sells itself and has quickly caught the attention of buyers around the country.
It is scary. It is really scary when we look at these prices.
Rebecca Lucatero and her husband Eric, both in their mid-20s, saw their dream of owning a home and went after it.
The closer you get to where everyone is at, the higher it is.
Then came reality. Home after home, offer after offer.
It's just infuriating because I don't know how we're supposed to move on and create the life that we want with the circumstances that are currently going on.
Both are millennials who are part of a growing trend in Palm Beach County real estate.
That is the dream. You want your white picket fence, and your kids, and your stable job.
They're getting priced out and pushed out. Data from research group FilterBuy shows only 9.1% of homeowners in West Palm Beach are under 35, well below the national average.
So if you're a millennial getting a mortgage right now, it's really challenging because A, we're in the hottest market of our generation has ever seen here, and B, you're up against cash buyers.
Realtor Holly Meyer Lucas walked us through the agonizing process for this generation and the frenzy when a house like this one in Tequesta comes on the market. So how hard is it right now for those under 30 to really tap into this market?
Yeah, it's really hard. So this one, we have 14 offers on it already, and of those, 12 are snowbirds with cash.
In fact, she says 6 months ago, there would have been 40 offers. A sign that buyer fatigue could be setting in, which works to a millennial's advantage. The amount of time a house sits on the market is another sign. Holly says don't give up. A lot of factors contribute to its length of stay on the MLS.
If you're a millennial and you see a home that has been sitting for 10 days, don't assume that it's because it's overpriced or not a great house.
For the Lucateros, it's become so frustrating. Just watching market inventory is depressing.
If we try to envision that, we're just gonna start making ourselves feel bad.
It's sad because I feel like at our age, we're not where we're supposed to be at all.
A young couple representing so many millennials with a goal to simply own a home for the first time in their lives. Yet realizing each day it's unrealistic when you're competing in one of the most aggressive markets in the country.
Everyone wants to be a dreamer, but at some point you have to let it go to live this American dream of pursuing what you want to do, but you have to sleep on someone's couch.
And the Lucateros, sadly, are realizing the impact of what is happening with the housing crisis, and they said they're probably packing their bags and headed to Georgia, where housing is simply more affordable. And a lot of other younger families are doing the same thing, not so far north, not out of state, not out of county, but to places like right behind me. Holly Meyer Lucas told me the Treasure Coast, areas here in Martin County, like Port St. Lucie, Tradition, Hobe Sound, Stewart, they're all booming with these younger families migrating north for more affordable housing. And if this doesn't show you something, this is the state of the housing market right now. The city of Indiantown just approved 800 homes priced under the $400,000 range. That should help ease the burden, and we're going to see a lot more of that happening and a lot more of this migration. If you are a millennial and you're trying to dive into this housing market and the crisis to find a home, there are some tips. Holly Meyer Lucas said, first of all, work with a good agent, not a friend of the family, but an agent dialed into the specific area who knows about early inventory. A lot of homes are sold off market because sellers don't want to jump into this frenzy. They don't want all these people coming through their home. So a good agent will know those properties. Get it pre-approved for a loan. have all your paperwork done, all your ducks in a row, so when that house hits the market, you can go straight to the seller and know that time is critical handing over that paperwork. Also, Holly told me, work with a local lender. Holly told me that a strong local lender can be better than bigger banks. That's because of communication. A lot of times listing agents will call the lender to see how qualified you are when it comes to getting a hold of someone. Those big national banks, that tends to be harder. It can draw out the process more. When time is critical, it's easier to work with a local lender. They'll pick up the phone right away. And look for a fixer-upper. Fixer-uppers are actually great. Houses that are not turnkey. Holly says there are deals out there for properties that need some cosmetic work. And of course, renovations can be done over time and over the years, so that can work to your advantage.